everybody, I'm Aquila, and this is a Lefty Knitter podcast, episode 242. I'm trying to take it back to not quite roots, because in the early days of the podcast, I recorded all in one clip, but I've been trying to do more of the vlog style videoing. So I'm going to try to take it back to like a year or 2 years ago, where I was just videoing as I was going and showing you guys what I was making. You guys get to see above my thing today because, well, I don't know where my tripod is. So I have been crafting. I have not been crafting a lot, but yes, welcome to my channel. Usually I this is my spiel. I record through the week and I smush it all together, and then I, post over the weekend. Yeah, and I kind of got away from that because the work hybrid schedule just wasn't working, and school and whatever else. So I'm trying to take snippets of my day to make sure I can talk to you guys about what I'm doing, because it gets lost in the sauce. So welcome to any new viewers. This isn't, I don't know. Just welcome. Welcome to me and doing crafty things, and I sometimes show you things that aren't really crafty related. It might be garden related or kids craft related or cooking. So I don't throw a ton of that in here, but I feel like I have been doing a lot more of that lately, so I might be throwing little snippets in. I won't talk extensively, but I feel like I need to get back on here and talk to you guys. So I'm in Baltimore, husband, kids, cats, fish, the whole gamut, and it's been a whirlwind of a ride in the last few months of my life, so bear with me. I have been working on, I am going to mess this up, the Heirloom Quilt Cardigan. All details will be down below. If I don't mention it correctly, I'll also correct myself up here if I can remember to do that, but it is a cardigan where you make all these quilt they look like quilt pieces, and I have finished all those. I actually used my naturally dyed advent calendar that I got from Knitting Nakabi a few Christmases ago, and I finally used it. It was labyrinth themed. This is the bag it came with. So yeah, it was labyrinth themed. It was great. I loved it so much. And I finally used it. When this pattern came out, I knew I wanted to make this so bad. And I did. Well, it's not done yet. But I've gotten to the next step. So if you are a returning viewer, you know I finished all my squares. So I was using the mini skeins, held double because it's a DK weight pattern. And out of the 20 grams, I was able to do two squares. One where the one color A was the background, color B was the foreground, and then I switched it for the second square. I forget how many squares I needed. 28? 29? I can't remember now. I apologize. They're all pinned still, but I blocked them. Oh, except this guy's coming undone, but that's okay. Some of these are doubled up on top of one another because I was doing small batches at a time, because in my head, mentally, that's all I could handle at that point. So I did a few about a week ago, and then my friend was over and she helped me. I already had them soaking, and she helped me pin out the rest of them. So these are all pinned out, ready to be sewn together. After that, let me insert a picture here of what the cardigan looks like so you guys know. After they're sewn together, you add sleeves. It's like a drop shoulder. And you add sleeves and you add a collar or ribbing, edging. And so I have to do that yet. But aren't these all amazing looking? These were a matching set. So they went together. Yeah, I am so excited to get these laid out and figure out how I'm going to sew them together, because I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I'm not sure where which block is going to go in the cardigan, and that's fine. That will be the next step, and I hope to take you on that journey with me. So yeah, other than that, life has been lifing. We did go see the movie If, my little Z. You guys, most of you know her name, but I I don't try to give too much personal information, but she had asked to go to see the movie If. And so we went and saw that, and honestly, I bawled. I mean, I didn't bawl, but I cried. I teared up, I was sniffly, and it's a family movie. It's not, quote, a kid's movie, just so you know. It is PG. I think it wasn't PG-13, it was PG. I think he said hell, like, one of the times or something. So, you know, it's like, my friend and I were talking about that, because I took, it was my friend and I and both of our daughters. And, you know, they've heard worse. Life. So, it was a cute movie, and I'm glad we actually went and seen it, and I'm glad my daughter was like, I want to see this, and we just said, let's go. And then we had a great rest of the day. That's the day I finished blocking my squares, because she came over with her daughter. They swam. We cooked. It was a great time. It was wonderful. And yeah, we played games. Oh my God. We are addicted. If you don't know about the game Triominoes, it's been around for a very long time. It's so much fun. It is so much fun. But I will warn you, if you buy the cheap Triominoes, like, not the deluxe edition, if you buy the step down, the letters on the blocks are not really, they're like a cheaper plastic. They're almost like when you get something, I shouldn't say 3D printed, because that's not cheaper plastic. They're just not as high quality. The numbers aren't indented, and the numbers, because you have to have them face down and you're moving them around, they will wear off. We've had to use Sharpies and paint markers on our original set. We finally splurged and got the deluxe set, which really I think was only $20. And the numbers are indented, and they have like a little, it's not a bead. It has something in the middle of the triomino, so when they're face down, the faces of the triangles are not rubbing all against your table. They're on like a, why can't I think of words today? They just won't rub off. So if you're going to do it and you're going to buy Triominoes, splurge the $20 for the deluxe edition. So we've been playing a lot of Triominoes. It's a lot of fun. So, all right, I have talked this long. It is Tuesday. This is what I meant by getting back to my roots. I wanted to record yesterday. I just didn't make time for it. And so I'm trying to record more through the week. So I have other things to show you, but I will record another snippet maybe tomorrow or tonight. Who knows? I'm flying by the seat of my pants. All right, I'll talk to you guys in the next clip. Good morning, everyone. Well, it's morning for me. It might not be morning for you, but it is now Wednesday, January, June 12th. I figured I would jump on here real quick because I have a little bit of life stuff, I guess. So if you've been around for a while, you know that I have my sock machine and I have an Etsy shop, and we were selling like hand-dyed yarn for a little bit of time. We currently have a few skeins that I might relist. They had expired on Etsy. I had closed the shop when we went on vacation back in November, and then my dad passed away, so I just never reopened it. I just wasn't feeling it. I had a lot of other things that I was doing and dealing with, and still dealing with, honestly. And so I did, though, reopen my Etsy shop this morning. It is very limited on the cranking services, if you're curious on that. I only have 2 types of cranking services listed. One is I'll crank you your whole 100 grams. So they're based on 100 gram skeins, the listings. So you would send me 100 grams and I would crank out the 100 grams for you. And I have options for that. I have 2 listings. One listing is straight up you're getting a cranked tube with waste yarn on the ends. So that would either be on my 64 or my 72 stitch cylinders. And you can do 1 tube. You have the choice to change it to 1 tube or 2 tubes. And I would split the 100 grams into 50 each and crank them separately. I'm not sure where that shut off on me. So the second listing, let's start there. Just say the second listing is going to be straight up 2 tubes. It has to be 2 tubes because I'm putting a hem at the top, a hung hem. A hung hem is pretty much a folded over piece of fabric, and it's attached, so it's double the fabric, double the thickness in the fabric. And that is going to replace any of my ribbing options for ribbing at the cuff. So the cuff will be a hung cuff, a hung hem, and instead of ribbing, because ribbing is time consuming and I mentally just don't have the space to do that for the listings. So that can be done on the 64 and the 72 stitch cylinder. So you would pick which cylinder you would want. Yeah, so I did reopen that. Another reason I reopened it is, well, my dad had stuff, right? My dad has vintage stuff. And because Etsy, you can sell vintage things. I looked up the rules. The rules are, there's other rules, but the rule for the vintage part is it has to be 20 years or older. So 2004 or older. And the stuff he has definitely fits that criteria. It's mostly media stuff that I think I'm going to be putting on Etsy. I might find other things, but right now it's going to be media items, right? And that consists of, I found a cool comic book. It's a Kool-Aid Man comic book. You remember the Kool-Aid Man? And the other is a few older books. A couple of them are golden books. One is not a golden book. I don't remember. That's a Raggedy Ann book, but it's not by Golden Books. And I believe that one's from like the 60s. So I'm going to be putting that kind of stuff in my Etsy shop also. I won't always be talking about it on this channel because I know not everybody's like interested. But John and I have talked about possibly creating a separate YouTube channel and talking about the items that we're going to be listing, whether that's going to be on Etsy or eBay to try to sell. So that's kind of where we're at. Certain life things have kicked my butt into gear to get his house like kind of sorted and cleaned up, cleaned out, not fully cleaned out, but yeah. And there's stuff and we need to get rid of said stuff. And some things are strictly going to be, I'm going to donate. And some things are going to, we're going to attempt to sell them to recoup some money from everything. So, all right, I am at work now. I'm pulling into my garage and I just wanted to give you guys that little bit of an update before, you know, I forget about it. So I hope everyone's having a great day, afternoon, night, whatever it is, and I'll talk to you soon. It's still Wednesday, but I wanted to come out here and show you guys our garden. Ignore the girls in the background playing, but I'm gonna flip you around. And so we have strawberries growing here, and then these are our whimsical, I painted these. No, Hazel. It's the podcast, so don't be crazy. Thank you. And then this one, these were fun. I painted those. This is the arch we built is cattle panels. And there's cucumbers that are going to grow up there. And then we bought lima beans. They didn't live, so we're trying to get more lima beans so they'll grow over there. And then none of the stuff in this took. Then we have asparagus. You can see that one growing there. Blueberry, raspberries. We gotta pick some raspberries. And the blueberries are doing pretty good. There's a bunch that are actually blue. So I am gonna go back over here though. There's celery I need to cut, but then there's beets. And I'm going to see if there's any beets that are ready. So 2 of them were ready. I'm going to clean these up, but I just wanted to show you previously. I have already pickled some, so I have a lot of juice left in this jar. I know this is not conventional, but I couldn't find a regular lid, so I just put foil over it. But these have been super good. I need to parboil these for just a little bit. I'm going to clean them, parboil them, and then I'll put them in the pickling mixture. And I ate a few yesterday. So good. So I am very excited. I feel like I should eat all of the ones that are in there already, because what if I get one that's not pickled? Well, maybe I just don't eat any for like 2 days. That's probably the better idea. All right, so I'm going to do that. I'm excited. yeah, so I wish they were, the rest of them look like they are ready to be picked, but these, the tops were all red and the beat part was red. The other ones, they don't look as red, so I'm waiting. I'm gonna let them, I think they just need to turn more, so I'm gonna wait and then I'll pick those. But they're already like up practically out of the ground, which we've never made like grown beets before, and so it's all new to me. Not too bad for a strawberry and raspberry haul. Woohoo!
Strawberry?
I mean, blueberry.
When did you have strawberry?
We had strawberries though.
Why did you pick them?
I don't think we have any right now. I don't know. I didn't look actually. Okay. Yay! Good morning. Might not be morning for you. I've done that again. It's morning for me. I'm sitting here at, I have to go to a doctor's appointment today, and this is your reminder to schedule your yearly checkups with your doctors. Do all the things you need for mammograms, pap smears, colonoscopies, etc. If you know you need to do it, pick up that phone and make a call, because you need to do it for yourself and for your family. So that's just your daily reminder. I'm here to get a mammogram, in case you all need to know, and that's where we are. So that's your daily reminder, your yearly reminder, your whatever reminder. I always, when I had mine last year, and then I was like, you know what? I should just say it on the podcast, because it's an important health thing that we all need to take care of. So go get all your bits checked. All right, I have some crochet to take in with me, which is my dishcloths. You know I love these things with the scrubbies. That's what I'm taking in with me. This one just needs the ends woven in. So, all right, that's what I'm going to be doing this morning, and then logging in for work. Talk to you guys later. Good morning, podcast. I said good morning again. That's the third time I think I've done that. I'm going to round out this video for the podcast a little bit here. I'll show you stuff, but I'm working on a pot holder for Father's Day. It is Father's Day here in the U.S. Perfect timing. Okay, you guys couldn't see because it was on the other side, but John just drank out of the beer bottle where he was putting his cigarette butts. Hey, another reason for you to quit smoking. That's why you don't use a beer bottle. Okay, we are camping apparently. If you can't tell, we're in Gettysburg.
No,
Camp. Well,
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
we're in Harper's Ferry.
Close to.
We're in Harper's Ferry, and we're camping. And
Hola.
hi. So, Orioles color pot holder. I worked on socks on the way here, and I guess
Drinking cigarettes.
I'll show you guys a little bit of stuff from the campground and what we're doing this weekend, and that'll be the video. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon.